Hi everybody! I hope you're all doing well. So today is Mother's Day, and I thought it'd be kind of neat to channel Mother Mary today and see what messages that she would like to share with the moms. So I'm going to go ahead and relax and get connected, and let's see where this takes us. Okay. This is quite strange, but I will say that the energy is really intense right now. It's really warm. It's warmer than I expected to feel. It's almost so overwhelmingly warm that almost makes me feel like I can't think straight. I feel like I'm inhaling the fragrance of flowers, and I see a lot of the color pink. It's overwhelming because the love is so sincere and it's so welcoming. It kind of reminds me of times when you really wanted to feel that nurturing love and it just wasn't there for you, and you had to nurture yourself. And I feel that those types of memories coming to the surface of myself as I connect with Mother Mary, because she is so motherly. She's such a mothering figure, and she wants to hold us. She wants to hold all of us, not just the moms, but the kids, the grandmas, grandpas, husbands, the everybody's. She wants to hold us all. It's very special, and it's asking me to open my heart and not to be afraid to let love in. I don't think any of us are necessarily afraid to let love in, but when it is so sincere, it can feel overwhelming. It's not what we're used to. We're used to something that is at a certain vibe. Hey, how's it going today? Yeah, I'm good. Nice to see you. See you later. Those are very basic exchanges. That's the vibration of how we communicate. The vibration of this is, it's like meeting somebody that is so outside of the realm of the human world, has absolutely no vulnerability, not afraid to be a loving person and to share it with all exposure in a world that we might say, whoa, if they lost their mind, that's really loving. I'm a bit dumbfounded and flabbergasted by how overwhelmingly warm this is. And I really want to make a point to help you to get a clue as to how this feels. It's breathtaking and startling and overwhelming and sincere and kind and motherly. And it's full of radiating pink light and fragrant flowers. Okay, I feel like Mother Mary's doing energy work on me. I feel a lot of tension in my third eye and in my throat. And I feel there's some sort of heaviness or block, and it's dissolving. I mean, I feel an essence of energy dissolving in my mind and in my throat. And this isn't just a message for Abbey, it's a message for all of us. So what Mother Mary is sharing with me, she too is sharing with you as well. She's dissolving something that we all carry in our collective and within our mind and within our throats. I tell her, this experience is really intense and overwhelming, And I'm still trying to get grounded enough to be able to actually talk to you. She keeps showing me more flowers. Flowers in a pot this time. And they're really tiny little petals, like lots and lots of tiny little petals on one single bud. And they're white and they're pink and they're like a reddish pink color. And there's flowers growing in this pot that look just like this. Everything is very quiet. I'm just relaxing. I feel like just relaxing. No responsibilities. Not even having to try to do anything. Just don't do anything. Just enjoy the flowers today. And she says, let yourself be mothered. So it's Mom's Day, and the moms need to allow themselves to be mothered today. It's really sweet. She shows me how a mom can feel. Man, there's so many burdens that a mom can feel. I feel responsible for not being a good enough mom. Not doing all the things a good mom could do to make it a good life for her kids. It's really overwhelming. It makes me sad. Because I can feel the sadness. A mom that tries hard every single day and goes to bed wondering if she did enough. I can feel that. And then she's going into the heart of that vulnerability. It's very intense. And she just says, don't cry today. This is what she does. That's what she says. Don't cry today. At least don't cry feeling ashamed or feeling that you haven't done a good enough job. If you cry because you feel touched, then that's okay. She shows me how I'm sitting in a chair, but she shows me as a reflection of all mothers. So mothers, she has you sitting in a chair, and it's like your day at the spa, and she asks you, what can I do to help you feel special today? And that's what it feels like. I feel like I'm about to get my hair done, pedicure, manicure. I feel like I'm getting like a day of beauty or something. It's like such a woman's thing to really enjoy that. And I feel it. It makes me feel radiant and beautiful. This too is, believe it or not, a challenge for moms to feel radiant and beautiful, especially after you've had kids and you watch your body change and you see stretch marks, and it can be hard to feel beautiful. And she wants the mothers to feel beautiful today. Didn't realize that mothers carry so many burdens. I had no idea. It doesn't feel like it. When you go through every day, you just get through every day, but you don't really sink into an awareness of the burdens that you actually carry. You just keep moving through every day. And I can really feel that right now. She's relaxing me a lot. She's taking away what is a heavy weight of responsibility and the many lists of things I have to get done for the family. The grocery shop, clean, laundry, make the beds. It just never ends, these lists. They just never end. They're always there. Even if you cross everything off the list is there again next week. It just over and over again, the lists. And she says, Mom's, no lists today. No to-do lists today for you. Somebody else can get the groceries today. Or take yourself out to eat. Or just take it off of the list today. Such a relaxing feeling. She shows me how women have this special emotional side, and we need time to express our emotions. When we express our emotions, we release the burdens from our very sensitive natures. And she shows me women expressing their emotional experiences with each other and healing. And she shows me how wonderful it can feel to talk deeply and honestly about life experiences without feeling judgment, but feeling supported. And she shows me women supporting each other, women being there to support each other no matter what the other is going through, being a good listener, giving hugs, and encouraging the venting to take place. This is really an instinctive thing. It's something women need to have balance, like a balanced identity. Even a tomboy, a girl who has boyish nature, still heals when the emotional experiences are expressed. There's something in the female nature. And that's what this is about when we're looking at the throat here, because it's about communication. And then things that weigh heavy on the mind, the to-do list, how a woman ages and the body changes after birth, and a longing to feel beautiful. The question of whether I'm a good enough mom, also in the mind, in the emotions. And sometimes these feelings are not communicated. Do we tell our friends, I feel like I'm not a good enough mom? How often do we talk about our feelings as mothers? This is important. This is important. She shows me, I feel like she's trying to get a more powerful message through than I'm grasping. But she keeps showing me the women helping each other. And women who help other women create a very strong force of support. And one idea that comes to mind is any parent who has kids, the cost of daycare, it's more than the mortgage payment. I mean, it's so ridiculously expensive to afford just decent daycare. It's ridiculous. And it's basically, I find it to be, I just question, does society want our kids to grow up to be the best they can be when the parents are being in a way persecuted with their options to give their kids the best they can give their kids? And I've thought about this. What if there was a community daycare, and let's just say women volunteer. There's 3 moms volunteer once a week. So each day there's a new set of 3 moms. So these 3 moms do Monday, these 3 moms do Tuesday, these 3 moms do Wednesday, and then they work as a collaborative to provide really nurturing, loving, supportive daycare. And all it takes is one day a week. Something of this kind, in order for kids to have a warm, supportive place, and all the families pitch in for the cost of the food and the activities. All the families pitch in. There's got to be some way that this could be accomplished. And so the best I can tell you, that women who work together can be very powerful. And she keeps showing me this, and this is one idea that came to mind. I know it's not, women can be very powerful, men can also be very powerful, but she's really showing me we're looking at women, and that's really, I feel this. I really feel this. I'm going to ask her if she could help me understand or describe what she's saying in another way. Maybe there's another way to say it. This is really important. She shows me a man sitting on the couch, and he holds a lot of what he is going through inside of himself. And the world did not allow him to cry when he was hurt or sad, because he had to grow up to be a man. And now this man does not know how to process his emotions. So he, in a way, he is lacking in a way in the wholeness of what he can be. And I see a partner come to him, a woman come to him, and she nurtures him. She encourages him to share his feelings. She encourages him to express himself in a way that he doesn't feel he can do with his guy friends, but he can do it with his partner. And she continues to encourage him to share his feelings. And as he shares his feelings, he starts to feel better. And when he feels balanced in his emotions, she also feels triumphant within herself, because she helped her love heal. And the woman's nature to heal and nurture has now been achieved. And her innate gift to heal emotions has been expressed, and it's healed herself as well as her companion. And it inspires the woman to glow very bright when she can heal her companion. She shows me how important these types of interactions are, that the male allows the female to help him discover his emotions and feelings, help him to heal, and it also heals her too. So now both heal. She shows me how a woman can carry burdens inside of herself that she too cannot express. And this also has to do with relationships. So moms can't really become a mom unless they have kids, right? And so she's showing me a relationship between a husband and wife. And the wife is going through things that she feels her husband would see as a lack within her. And she doesn't know how to properly express her own vulnerabilities. So she swallows that back down, and she starts to think in her mind what he might be thinking about her. And the communication is not taking place. And here, a woman who needs to vent her emotions in order to heal is now not healing through this natural process. She's showing me this. So she's showing me the woman who feels like a bad mother, who feels her beauty is diminished, who feels she can't keep up with all these tasks and the stress that she is under. And these feelings can be stored without them finding a way to be brought back into balance. She's showing me this. And how difficult relationships can be after the woman has children, because the woman's body changes. The children take up a lot of time. The intimacy isn't quite the same. So there's new challenges in the relationship, and how extremely important it is that the pair, this couple, continue to work through communication, and communication that is very vulnerable and emotional and might even feel painful to talk about. She says this is a challenge in relationships when it comes to when the children are born. So she shows me. And she reminds the woman that your husband can also be a very good listener, and you need to allow him to take on that role too for you. And you need to trust that he loves you no matter what. You need to allow yourself to heal with him, and now he too is learning how to heal within himself, and the relationship becomes stronger. Everything is starting to relax right now. Feels very peaceful. Feels like a day off. Feels like fresh air. My feet are dangling over the side. There's water here, a lake or the ocean. There's something of a barrier, and I'm sitting on it, and my feet are dangling over the sides. Could even be a dock, but my feet are not in the water. The water is still 5 feet below my feet, but the water looks beautiful and it's sparkling, and the fresh air is lovely. And it's very refreshing for me, for my senses, for my body, for my mind. And the fresh air inspires me to feel beautiful, to feel healthy and clean and refreshed. Just feels like this image is meant to just be a peaceful and relaxing gift, a moment in time for you to experience Even if you're not there physically, you can be there in spirit. And that experience of being there in spirit can also have an effect on our physical bodies. To take a moment to feel as though you are in a very healing place, even if you can't access it just yet. This message has to do with reminding yourself to take a break every now and then, to sit down and to place your consciousness into a beautiful environment. So let's say you're a mother who's often in the house with lots of kids with demands, and you need some time. You need 5 to 10 minutes to yourself, let's say. So if you can find a way to sneak off, to have a moment to actually project your consciousness, or to allow yourself to feel as though you're sitting in and experiencing a very refreshing location, and to actually soak in that experience as though you are actually there. And this will relax you, this will bring a refreshing peace of mind and give you the energy to continue doing the best that you can, right? I really like this. I feel that this is all I meant to share for today. This has been really breathtaking, emotional, deep. I had no idea what Mother Mary would say to all of us. I had no idea what I was stepping into. I was really excited when I got started, but I from the get-go, I've been pretty blown away by how beautiful her energy is. Mother Mary's energy is absolutely breathtaking, and it's intense. You can feel the love, and it's overwhelming. It's like way overwhelming, but if you can acclimate to it, it feels like the type of love you've always wanted to feel and that you want to feel every day. And it gives you a sense of safety, security, peace, a belief that love like this is real, and that you can be a part of it, that you can receive it, that you can be in a way worthy. It's kind of a strange word to use, the word worthy of love like that, because who isn't worthy of love like that? But I think in our world, we can define the type of love that would be our type of love. This is on a whole other level. It almost makes you feel like a sense of shame, even if you have no reason to feel shame, because it is just so pure and non-judgmental and sees literally everything and helps you to feel the challenges of your own life. Perhaps the hardest part is when you have to face those parts of your life that you just kind of go through the motions and just, there's nothing I can do about it, so I'm just going to keep moving. But Mother Mary wants you to actually acknowledge your vulnerabilities. And to stop and acknowledge your vulnerabilities is a vulnerable thing to actually do, because you feel it in your gut and in your heart, and you're kind of embarrassed that you didn't take the time to do this sooner, that you didn't acknowledge it, and that you need to acknowledge it. So many things. I'm still really overwhelmed and just so impressed by that. All right, I'm going to stop there. I hope you all enjoyed this experience with Mother Mary. And And I hope all the moms out there have a wonderful day, and I hope the dads and the kids, the grandmas and grandpas, and the everybody's. I hope you all have a wonderful day too. Okay. Thank you all for watching.